Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about versatile fragrances, and I chose 5 from my collection to kind of give you an idea of what I mean by versatile. Versatile fragrances to me are fragrances that you can wear morning or daytime. They're good for work, they're good for school, they're good for a little bit more formal occasions or really casual occasions. They're great fragrances to have in your collection because you can pretty much wear them whenever, wherever, it doesn't matter. For me, versatile fragrances are also a step up above grab and go because they're a little bit more inspired as well, which is another reason why this is a separate video than my grab and go fragrance video, which I will link below if you guys are interested. I chose some from my collection to give you an idea of what I consider versatile fragrances. So if you're interested to know what I think and the fragrances that I chose, then keep watching. Also, please excuse my little Rudolph nose. It's pollen season and I live amongst the oak trees, so I am sniffly and coughy, but that's okay. So versatile fragrances to me are, again, fragrances that you can pretty much wear, like I just said in the beginning, wherever, whenever. The other thing for me about versatile fragrances is they're generally considered and marketed as unisex fragrances, although there can be very masculine unisex fragrances and feminine unisex fragrances. The ones I'm going to be talking about in this video are the ones that are more marketed as masculine fragrances. And the first one I wanted to talk about is Like This from Etat Libre de Orange. The reason why this is such, well, this is probably the only one I think that's really marketed as a feminine fragrance out of all of these, but I definitely consider this to be unisex. You get the Immortal flower in here, which is the first thing that I get. If you're unfamiliar with how Immortal smells, it's kind of a mix between straw and like butter and honey. It's a little sour, straw-like, but it's really warm. I really like the Immortal flower. That's the first note I get out of this. So if you've ever smelled that and you're like, what is that weird off note? That's the Immortal. And then you've got neroli, rose, vetiver, heliotrope, musks, mandarin, ginger, and pumpkin. The other thing I get in here is definitely get the ginger. I don't get much musk, but definitely vetiver and mandarin. The reason why this is such, and this is on my list of my top 5 versatile fragrances, is because you can pretty much wear this anywhere. This is such a casual fragrance, but it also lends itself really beautifully to very more formal occasions, and that's just because of how it smells. It's such a unique, effervescent fragrance that you can pretty much wear this wherever, whenever, with no problems. Now, the thing with fragrances is it doesn't matter who you are. You can wear whatever you want. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter your sex. It doesn't matter how you identify. It doesn't matter your sexual orientation. You can wear whatever you want. If I say something is feminine or masculine or unisex, I am purely talking about how these are marketed. And this is marketed as a feminine fragrance, but this is a fragrance that I think would lend itself very well to people who also like to lean towards more masculine fragrances. And the beauty of this is because it is very bright, but the Immortal flower kind of sexes it up a little bit, which I think would make this beautiful for a daytime fragrance and also a date night fragrance. So this is a fragrance that I will generally just grab and wear whenever, it doesn't matter, and I love it very much for that, but it's a little bit more inspired than my other grab and go fragrances because of the Immortal flower. That is a very different fragrance, that different note that a lot of people don't quite know what it is, and then once you know what it is, you can find it in a lot of different things. And that's why I like this from, I think this is the one created with Tilda Swinton. It's a fantastic versatile fragrance in my collection. Another versatile fragrance I think everyone should have in their collection, and this is my complete opinion, is a rose fragrance. Only if you like roses. If you don't like roses, then absolutely not. But if you like floral notes, I think having a very versatile rose fragrance in your collection is fantastic. You can wear it anywhere and everybody knows it. But the thing with versatile rose fragrances is they're not your run-of-the-mill rose. They're generally not jammy, they're generally not fresh. There's something different about it. And my favorite way to have versatile rose fragrances is for it to have kind of peppery or woody notes into it. And the best one from my collection, because I could have put a whole bunch in here because I love rose fragrances that are woody and peppery. The best one is the classic fragrance from Labo is Rose 31. You have Gaiac wood, you have amber, you have cumin, you have rose. What else do you have? Cedar. Yeah, you have everything in this. This is what I'm wearing today. I was like getting these fragrances last night and I was like looking at this and I'm like, I'm gonna wear you tomorrow. And I usually don't decide ahead of time, but it's been a little bit cool here. It's like 57 degrees. That's why I'm wearing a sweater. But this fragrance, you guys, is such a beautiful fragrance. This is a unisex fragrance. This is one of Le Labo's classics. Everyone pretty much knows this. And the thing with this fragrance is like anyone can wear this. Man, woman, child, young, old, it's appropriate, and what normal society thinks is appropriate, again, anyone can wear whatever they want, but at the same time, there's something really sexy about this, but there's also something very muted about this. So this is a great fragrance to wear during the day, to the evening, to formal, to casual occasions, and it pretty much is one of the fragrances where you don't have to put too much thought into what you're wearing, but if you wanted to wear something sexy and spicy and like floral, a fragrance like this is perfect to have in your collection because you can pretty much wear it any time. Next up, and I just did a review on this, if I have any reviews on any of these videos, any of these fragrances, I'll link them below, is Molecule 1 from Escentric Molecules. Now, I'm only talking about Molecule 1 and not Molecule 2. There is a difference, and I might do a video on that in the future. If you guys seem to ask me about that. I don't own Molecule 2, but I have worn it extensively. The thing with this specific fragrance and why it is so versatile, it is because it's terribly personal. Everyone is going to be different. Some people have worn this and told me that they get nothing on their skin. Nothing. And that's the thing about this fragrance, is just why this is my pick for my collection of versatile fragrances. But having a fragrance like this that really makes you smell the best that you can be is great to have and wear anytime. It's great for evening, it's great for mornings, it's great for work, it's great for school, it's great for having an outing with friends, it's great for dates, it's great for meetings. I mean, pretty much like you can wear this whenever, wherever you want. And I think that there's something really powerful about fragrances like that, so which is why this is on my list. Next up is one from Acqua de Parma, and pretty much any from this line, but I chose again from my collection because this is my list from my collection, but also me getting more into it. Is Acqua de Parma Blue Mediterraneo Ginepro de Sardegna. Again, I cannot pronounce words, I'm sorry. This is such a perfect fragrance, especially for spring and summer, but we're not talking about spring and summer. Also, kind of versatility, you can wear these any time of the year. I don't know if I touched on that. These you can pretty much wear any time of the year. This one too, which is why I didn't choose the bergamot one, because to me that's more spring and summer. The juniper in this, I think, makes it very appropriate for fall and winter, especially for the daytime. Depends on where you live. But for me, what makes this such an appropriate fragrance is the fact that it is such a beautiful juniper fragrance. A lot of times when you're getting into versatility, I don't know if that's a real word, I'm sorry. When you're looking into versatile fragrances, sometimes you might be drawn to things that are easy, that are basic. And again, you guys know when I say basic, I'm not meaning it in any negative connotation. It's kind of like a foundation, an ease, an effortlessness about it. And so you might notice that you have a lot of citrus, or you have a lot of like vanilla or amber or like wood, but there's something with versatile fragrances to me that are a step above the grab and go easy basic fragrances. And for me, that's a note that is there all the time, that pretty much works on everybody and lends itself very well to pretty much any occasion. And for me, with this fragrance, is specifically the juniper. There's also bergamot, allspice, nutmeg, black pepper, and sage, I think. This fragrance is just gorgeous, and because it has those spice elements into it, it's going to wear very well in the cooler in the cooler months, and also it lends itself really nicely to the evening. But also because of the bergamot and the juniper, it also has a freshness to it, which is really beautiful for the spring and summer, and also for the daytime. So this is a fantastic fragrance to have in your arsenal if you're looking for a fragrance that you can grab and smell really beautiful and sexy and handsome and dashing and however you want to smell. This is the fragrance that I would recommend having in your collection because it fits the bill, and that's why it is so versatile. Again, men and women, young and old, doesn't matter where you're going, you can wear this and you're going to smell amazing. Last but not least, for my top 5 is a fragrance from Armani Prive, and this is Vetiver Babylone. The notes in this are bergamot, mandarin, green cardamom, coriander, pink pepper, patchouli, and of course vetiver. Vetiver is very strong in this one, which is something I really enjoy, and I also get a lot of patchouli and coriander in this. A little bit of bergamot freshens this up. Because this is a vetiver fragrance and a patchouli fragrance, I find that those are very universally flattering notes on a lot of different people, which is why this is so versatile. But most importantly, the reason why I think this is so versatile is this is one of those fragrances, kind of like Acqua de Parma, where you're going to smell amazing no matter where you go and what you're doing. Because of the spice and the pepper in this, I think that this would be definitely very appropriate for evening or the warmer or the cooler months. But because of the bergamot, the mandarin, and the patchouli, I think that this is also a fantastic fragrance for daytime and the winter month. No, summer months, summer, spring. Warmer times. There we go. So that's why I love this fragrance for that. Also, again, it's a unisex fragrance. It's marketed, again, if I say feminine, masculine, I'm just talking purely how it's marketed. Anyone can wear what they want. But as being a unisex fragrance, it's just in general, its DNA is supposed to be very universal and versatile as well. I particularly like this one above other vetiver fragrances because there's something very elegant about this fragrance, but it's also very subdued, which again lends itself really nicely for more formal occasions and also more casual occasions. This is the fragrance that I will remember I have because I don't wear it as often as I want to, and I'll immediately be like, I'm wearing you now, and then I'll wear this specifically for like a few weeks because I love it so much. This is such a gorgeous fragrance. It's definitely worth checking out if you haven't. And again, this is probably one of the most versatile fragrances in my collection. That's why it made it into this video. So those are the most versatile fragrances that I chose from my collection. I do have 2 honorable mentions, and I'm going to touch on these real fast because I don't want this video to be too long. These are 2 tea fragrances, and some people like tea fragrances and some people don't. But these 2 tea fragrances I think work best daytime or evening, casual, formal, year-round. And the first is one of my all-time favorites. It's Bamboo Harmony from by Kilian. There's just something really magical about this fragrance. I just think this is one of those fragrances that you can wear anywhere, anytime, it doesn't matter, and it would be appropriate and sexy and just beautiful. And then the other one is the oh so popular Tea for Two from Le Artisan Parfumeur. This again is one of their most popular fragrances, and there's a good reason. This is just one of those fragrances that lends itself very well to men or women, young or old, doesn't matter where you are. This is such a good fragrance. The tea in this brightens this up and makes it beautiful for the daytime, but the smokiness from the Lapsang Souchong definitely makes this appropriate for warmer months and the evening. And again, it's really wonderful if you're going more casual or more formal. So these are my honorable mentions. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm trying to make my videos a little bit shorter, so I am hoping I did a good job. I don't know. We'll see. In any case, I would love to know if you guys have any versatile fragrances that you love or in your collection, or if you think maybe some of these aren't versatile, you can let me know. Be like, oh, maybe you were incorrect with that. I'd love to know your thoughts, so let me know in the comments section below. As always, if you guys like my fragrance videos, remember to give this a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue doing videos like this, and also don't forget to subscribe. It's free, and I'm free, and I put out new videos every Monday through Friday, and sometimes on the weekends as well. So I'll always have something for you to watch. In any case, I hope you guys are all happy and healthy and have a great day, month, year, whatever, and I'll see you next time.